Virgo, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of December 2020, focusing on your career and work life. I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of November and see what is in store for you for December. So the first card for you presenting the present position of your spread towards the beginning of the month, you have the Five of Clubs. So the Five of Clubs here indicates that in the beginning of the month you might have encountered some kind of a disagreement or conflicts or arguments with the people around you, especially at your workplace. And that can be something that you are not in the favor of those, like you just want to get your point across, you actually don't want to get into any arguments, but you are just follow the rule. And it looks like that some people in your workplace doesn't want to listen, and they just want to go with their own way, and that's not good, right? So what you can do is just to tell them, the correct way of doing things. Otherwise, it may not go as well as what it's supposed to be, and it's not following the rule. So you just need to be straightforward and practical towards them, and there shouldn't be any emotional involved. Then you can just resolve the situations. So the next card that you have representing the influence cards towards the or the bridge cards towards the middle of the month, you have the Three of Hearts. So it's actually good here. So if you have these problems, if it is like persist on and keep on, occurring towards the middle of the month, you may have the chances to amend the situation and just to have you need during the, let's say, work gatherings, because it's holiday season. There might be a gathering coming up, like a work gathering that you are invited, and everyone around you too, to get towards this event, right? So, and you will be able to amend the situation or just talk about it to these people in the workplace or even in that event. So that might be something that you are looking towards, looking forward towards that kind of events, and you can just do whatever you can to amend the situations, and you should be able to get it fixed. So the next card that you have representing the past position of your spread towards the in the past, you have the Five of Hearts. So, okay, you get double five here. So it looks like that the problem is actually appearing already in the past. If you have been applying for a job in the past, you may not get those. You may not be able to land the jobs because possibly you failed the interview, or else they chose the other candidates over you, and it's okay, right? Because I do not see as you are very desperate. I don't see that you are feeling like you have to get that job as soon as possible. No, there's nothing like that. So you still have the buffer, you still have the freedoms not to get involved in that kind of situations, right? So you do have enough money, you do have a good job. It doesn't mean that you need to leave your job right now, or even like if you are being forced to go, those type of things. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learn from the past, you have the Seven of Clubs. So you actually learn a lot from this dispute or from these arguments. You are trying to defend yourself, how you can actually explain to these people or these persons why they did what they did and why you responded the way you responded, right? So that's what it is. So if you are being such a rule holder or a rule pioneers, you need to explain that why you do what you do, right? You have to hold towards the rule, and everyone has to obey the rules, right? And that's how it is. So that's how you can explain to them practically, so that they don't have a chance to just put you at the corner and do whatever they want. So the next card that you have representing the things that you need to let go of, you have the Ace of Spade. I think this is correlate with the job opportunity that went away before in the past. So you may want to just let go those things. You know, the truth is that you don't need that job. If that job is not coming towards you, that means that it's not meant for you, right? And that if that is not meant for you, that means that you have another chance to start your own business or whatever it is, or even like working in the same company as you are currently is, right? So that's why you are feeling, you should be feeling grateful, okay? You shouldn't be feeling like a loss, or you may be feeling like emptiness or whatever it is, because you do have the job, you do have something to look forward into, right? There's nothing like a desperate moments or anything like that. So the next card is representing the things that will happen towards the future or by the end of the month. You have the Ten of Spade. So the Ten of Spade here indicates that you are going to end any situation in your life. So this can be like you may decide to leave your job, or your contract is ending by the end of the month, or else by the next month. So basically maybe it's by the end of the month, right? Because it's gonna be commemorate the whole year, right? So you, if you have a like 2 years contract or 1 year contract, that is what it is, right? You started on December, then you ended on December as well. So if it is like 2 years period, then the same thing, right? So if that is the case, you may have to prepare for the worst. You may have to prepare for your emergency fund, or any fund that you need to have yourself cover, right, for the next few months without a job. Or else you can also file an unemployment benefit for you to the government, right? It depends on the location or the country that you are living in right now. If you are in the US, you can actually apply for that unemployment benefit in some way. So let's see the last card here to clarify the whole reading. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Clubs. So the Three of Clubs here indicates that you are going to do whatever it is to do your job the best you can, right? So it doesn't mean that if you are going to finish your contract, then you just do whatever it is that you can without doing anything best, right? So you still have to give your best. Maybe because of that, maybe the company will prolong or will extend your contracts in the way you are behaving in your daily activity or in your daily work. But as long as you put your faith into it, you have the faith to go along with this job, maybe because it's hard to get a new job right now due to the pandemic. So it's always good to keep your job as long as possible. And because of that, you are getting a lot of support you needed, right? So I think that's overall readings here. It looks like it's good, but you just have to be very careful with your employment. So if you know that your ending of your contract will be coming soon, you need to see what are the other possible opportunity around you, or else what are the possible things that you can do to enhance your skills and to work on it. So I hope that this reading is helpful, and if you do like the reading, click like, and if you haven't subscribed, click subscribe and push the bell icon so that you get the notifications every time we publish a new video. And if you want to donate to our channel, you can do so by sending your donation via PayPal to this email here, and see you next month. Thank you.